The Bible says in the Gospel of Mark, chapter number 8, verses 22 to 26, and he, Jesus, he cometh to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. After that, he put his hands again upon his eyes and made him look up. And he was restored and saw every man clearly. Now, this is a strange story of an occasion when the Lord healed a blind man and caused him to see. You know, there are multiple times in the gospel accounts when the Lord had healed people, but he had never healed anyone in this fashion before. And it was just a very odd way of healing someone. He spits on his eyes, he leads him out of the town, then he brings him back in again, and then he puts his hands on his eyes. And it's just a sort of a weird story, but truth nonetheless, right? And I preached a message on this story one time, and we talked about the strangeness of it. But what I get from the story is this: the Lord has many different ways that he can do things. Because when you read the other accounts throughout the Gospels of when the Lord heals people, you find other ways that I guess to us might seem more conventional. I mean, the Lord can do it so many different ways. There are times when the Lord has healed people by simply touching them. There are other times when the Lord has healed people by simply speaking the word. There are other times when the Lord has healed people by allowing someone else to touch them, to lay hands on them. And I mean, I'm just saying, there is a variety of ways that God has helped people and healed people. And the only point I want to make with this devotion is this: listen, don't put God in a box. Our God, he is an unlimited God. He has unlimited power, and therefore he has an unlimited amount of ways that he can get the job done. So just because God may not be doing things the way that you think he should be doing it, or just because he's doing things in a way that you did not expect, don't you question it and don't you worry or have doubt about it. God is still God, and God can do it any way that he sees fit. And so just learn to trust in him and let him have his will and way. Let God be God. Let him work. Because no matter how strange it may seem to you, God will get the job done. When it was all said and done, hey, it may have been a little bit strange, but that man that was healed, he walked away seeing again. And so let God work in your life. It may seem strange to you the way God's working, but I promise you, it'll be wonderful when it's all said and done. God bless you.